action figure enthusiasts out there. JC here with another TNINews video. Now we've got a lot to cover today, so let's hop right into it. And we're going to start off on the Marvel front today. I've got a couple things I wanted to share with you. First thing's just a quick tidbit. It looks like one of the things that we saw at Toy Fair the other week is now already hitting eBay. This comes from somebody from Hong Kong. I don't know if this is from the factory or if these have actually already started to see release. Here in the US, it'll be a store exclusive. Walmart, if I remember correctly, it's the 2-pack with the MCU Loki and Corvus Glaive figures. So one of the Black Order members and then another Loki figure. I don't know if this means we'll be seeing this here within, a short period of time, or if, again, I'm not even sure the origin of where this came from. But I just wanted to share it with you guys. They are asking quite a hefty price for it, $80, and then that doesn't even include, they have free shipping if you want the slow shipping, and then if you want it to not take forever, you'd probably have to pay more. But nevertheless, it is a bit on the expensive side, so I wouldn't really warrant purchasing it. I'd wait for it to come out here in the US, but I just wanted to let you guys know that that set is already starting to hit eBay. Now, also this week, Mezco Toys released official images for their new 112 Collective Captain Marvel figure. This is based on the Brie Larson movie character. We saw this figure on display at Toy Fair, but now we're getting the official images and information. And overall, just like it did at Toy Fair, this figure looks pretty good. Probably one of the better looking head sculpts I've seen for a Captain Marvel movie figure. Definitely looks like Brie Larson. Now, the figure is going to come with a number of accessories, including her cat Goose, which I guess plays a major role in the movie. It's going to have her bomber jacket. She's going to have some blast effects. She's going to have what they call energy ball effects, and then energy warp effects, and then energy beam effects. It's also going to have the display base like we always see, multiple pairs of hands and such. So, definitely a good number of accessories and a nice looking figure if you're really into the Captain Marvel. I'm going to be hopefully seeing the movie tomorrow, catching an advanced screening, assuming weather permits. It is supposed to snow. It's actually snowing now, so that could cause it to be canceled, but we'll have to see. But hopefully I will be seeing the movie tomorrow, and then I will be doing a review, a non-spoiler review up on Marvelous News, where I'll share my thoughts on it, let you guys know if I think it's worth seeing. My personal feeling is it'll be decent. I don't think it'll be a bad movie. I don't think it'll be like Avengers, Infinity War, or Civil War quality, or even Thor Ragnarok good, but I do think it'll be up there with the likes of Ant-Man the Wasp and Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff. And definitely, hopefully, it will play a key role for leading into the next movie, which I think we're all excited for, Avengers Endgame. Now, the final bit of news I wanted to share on the Marvel front with you guys today was what appears to be another one of those home release exclusive figures released by Sony. We saw them do this with the Venom movie, where they released a 4-inch Venom movie figure, which is really the only Venom movie figure that has been released. It is, again, 4 inches, and these figures have very minimal articulation. So, they don't even really have elbow joints. They do have multiple arms, so you can switch out the arms. They had it with the Venom figure, and it looks like they're doing it with this Miles Morales from the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Now, the big difference between this and the previous one is that the Venom figure came with, it was a Walmart exclusive that came with the Blu-ray at Walmart. This seems to be through Voodoo and a digital copy, so I believe this was found at Walmart. These are being found at Walmart stores, but I guess it's if you purchase a digital copy, and based on the images I've seen, it looks like the figure, and assume you get the digital copy of the movie, looks like it's costing about $15. The interesting thing to note here is that the head sculpt is actually movie accurate, as opposed to, say, the one Hasbro did for their Marvel Legend line, where they just stuck that comic book head sculpt that they had previously done on their movie figure. So in that regards, it actually looks better than the Marvel Legend version, but again, very minimal articulation. But I just wanted to let you guys know, and again, I won't swear 100%, but I think it's Walmart that people are finding these figures at. Okay, now switching gears to non-Marvel related news, I wanted to share with you, first of all, a new image from Mattel for their WWE line. This figure was actually revealed yesterday at the Las Vegas Toy Con, so it's Liv Morgan, and she's going to be part of the Elite Collection Series 69, which will be released as a Target exclusive later this year. And again, this is our first look at this figure. If you're a fan of Liv and you're into the WWE, you'll probably want to check this out. And again, it will be released in Series 69 of the Elite Collection as a Target exclusive. Okay, and while we're on the subject of Mattel, I also wanted to share some news with you guys on the DC Multiverse front. So this week, Big Bad Toy Store put up for pre-order the next wave of DC Multiverse figures. This will be the wave after the Lobo Collect and Connect, which is supposed to be hitting shelves now. I know comic shops and such have gotten them, some online e-tailers. I've yet to see this wave at any mass retailer like Walmart or Target. But again, the Lobo wave is already out, and this will be the next wave, which, according to Big Bad Toy Store, is slated for release in April. Now, this wave was originally announced at San Diego Comic-Con by Mattel, but it looks like some changes have been made to it. So first of all, let me tell you the figures that Big Bad Toy Store is listing for this wave now. So the figures that they're listing include Beast Boy, Starfire, John Stewart Green Lantern, Wally West Flash, Nightwing, and Black Lightning from the CW TV series. And the Collect and Connect figure that they're listing for this wave now will be the Ninja Batman, Batman from the Ninja Batman animated movie that came out last year. That is now listed as the Collect and Connect figure. Now, originally, when Mattel announced this wave during San Diego Comic-Con, this wave, they basically, looks like they switched out Black Lightning. They originally had Black Canary as listed for this wave, not Black Lightning. In fact, at San Diego, they didn't even have a finished product to show for Black Lightning. They just had concept art, digital concept art for the sculpt, but not the actual final figure. So it looks like maybe Black Canary has been put on hold. It is also possible that she could end up being released as like a store exclusive. They oftentimes do store exclusives for each of these waves, so it is possible she could still be released as a store exclusive. If not, I would still guess that she will get released before they end the line at the end of the year. I'm guessing there'll be at least one other wave besides this one, maybe even two. Again, this wave is slated for an April release, so they definitely could get out at least one more wave and possibly two before the end of the year. So I wouldn't worry too much, that Black Canary is not listed here. If that's one that you wanted to get, I am pretty positive that they will still get that out. Now, the other changes to this wave, they added Beast Boy. That one was one they showed off at San Diego, but they didn't actually list it for this wave. They said it was part of a future wave in 2019. And then with the Batman, the Ninja Batman figure, that was actually originally listed as just a normal figure for this wave. And the Collect and Connect figure was actually going to be the Joker from that Batman Ninja animated movie. So I don't know what's happened to the Joker. Again, it may have been pushed to the next wave. That would be my best guess. But as it is, Joker is now not going to be part of that wave. Black Canary was replaced with Black Lightning. The Batman figure is now the Collect and Connect figure. And Beast Boy has been added to the lineup. Now, again, there's plenty of figures they've shown, additional figures that they showed at San Diego, including Flashpoint Aquaman and Hawkgirl and Simon Baz Green Lantern. We've seen that one. Katana, Mammoth, Red Hood, Tim Drake, Red Robin. Those were ones, the Red Robin we saw at Toy Fair along with Poison Ivy and the Riddler, and those Toy Biz tribute figures that I previously talked about that are based on, look more like the old Toy Biz figure, Batman and Joker figures that were loosely based on the original Michael Keaton Batman movie. They're not technically really made to look like Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson, but they're kind of a tribute, I think, to those old Toy Biz figures from the original Batman movie. Anyway, so there's plenty of figures that have yet to be, announced as being released. So I am sure there will be at least one more wave, if not two more waves, put out before they hand the license over to McFarlane Toys in 2020. Super7 released an official image for their 7-inch Conan the Barbarian figure. So this is another thing that we saw at Toy Fair, but now we're getting the official image, and they do have it up for pre-order on their website. So this is based on the comics, the original Marvel comics from the 1970s. Now, to me, this is kind of an interesting figure because if you keep up with Marvel Comics and know the rumors of Marvel Comics going under are not true, those have been debunked. I'm not really going to go into that, but just throwing that out there. But anyway, if you're following any of the recent Marvel comics, then you're probably aware that Conan is actually back in the Marvel Universe. And so, even though this is a 7-inch scale figure, Conan's a bigger dude. So if you wanted a Conan for your Marvel Legends, for your Marvel characters, this might be a good one to pick up. I don't know. But I think scale-wise, at least, it'll probably fit pretty well with your Marvel Legends. But this figure, again, is up for pre-order on the Super7 website. It is, pre-orders are open till the end of March, and they say the figure will ship sometime in the summer. Okay, and then the final bit of news that I have for you guys today also comes from Super7. This is another thing that they had on display at Toy Fair, but now have released official images and information. And it's for the Masters of the Universe William Stout collection, those movie figures that they showed off based on the Dolph Lundgren movie from the 80s. So they're doing 4 figures, which they are releasing as a set. And the 4 figures include He-Man, Dolph Lundgren is He-Man, Skeletor in his regular outfit that he wore throughout most of the movie, and then Skeletor in that gold armor that he wears towards the end when he gets the power of Grayskull. And then the final figure is one of Skeletor's henchmen in the movie called Karg. And again, all 4 figures are being sold as a set for $140. Now, if you buy one set, it looks like they're also giving you the option to then buy individual figures. But you still have to buy at least one set before you can do the individual buy. And I know that's upset some of you guys. I know some of you just wanted like He-Man and Skeletor. And unfortunately, I think that's why they're doing it as a set, because I think they had to do all 4 characters. And if they got stuck with, if people just bought the He-Man and the Skeletor figures and they got stuck with the unsold merchandise of the other 2, they really, they couldn't make a profit at all on these, which, they are a business, they're not a charity, so that's just kind of how it goes. You see companies do this kind of thing all the time when they do 2-packs and they stick figures that you don't like with ones that you do, or even like, say, NECA Toys, where they're doing those turtle 2-packs, which are really cool, but if you wanted just the 4 turtles, you'd still have to essentially pay $200 and buy all 4 2-packs. So same thing here, you've got to buy the set, it's $140. And, I think if you're a He-Man fan, this is only going to appeal to a small demographic of diehard He-Man fans who, really like that movie. Most people thought that movie kind of stunk, so, there's that. But I think they're cool. I think it's cool to finally see a Dolph Lundgren He-Man figure and a Skeletor and everything from the movie. I don't know if I'll end up getting these, but I do think they look cool. And again, if you're a big fan, it's not like you're getting bad figures. I think all 4 figures look good. Skeletor in that gold armor actually looks pretty impressive. And then the card character was a pretty major bad guy in the movie, even though he was completely made up for that movie. If I recall, he was not a character that ever appeared before that movie came to being. But nevertheless, the figures are due out in the summer. They are up for pre-order. Pre-orders will last until the end of the month. And again, the set will cost $140. Okay, so that's it for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything I talked about. Let me know in the comment section below. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm getting really close. I'm under 400 till we hit the 50,000 subscriber mark, and I do have something special planned for you guys. So once we hit the landmark, I'll be sure to let you know what that is. I'm going to be giving away some cool stuff, basically. So if you haven't already, please do subscribe. Also hit the bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. And you can also follow me on my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. Or you can head over to the Toy News International and Marvelous News message boards and follow me on there. And you'll also be entered for a chance to win $100 store credits to either Big Bad Toy Store or Megalopolis Toys. We have 2 different contests. I have links to the contest details in the video description. Check it out if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, I'll catch you later.